Hi, hello, and welcome. It's me, Vignesh here, and this is your favorite V and Data channel. Today, in machine learning, we'll be seeing what is unsupervised learning and what is clustering. Unsupervised learning algorithm, clustering. For that, let's pass on to a video. As I told before, today we'll be seeing unsupervised learning algorithm clustering, right? Unsupervised learning. Okay. What is unsupervised learning? First of all, we will not be supervising an algorithm unlike a supervised learning. Automatically, it will learn by itself. In a supervised learning, right, we'll teach the algorithm with the help of data. We'll teach the algorithm or with a supervised way, okay, by training, test bed, and so on. But in unsupervised learning, right, without any supervision, we'll just give the data to the algorithm. Automatically, it will learn the patterns of the data. One part of the unsupervised learning is clustering. What is clustering? Clustering is that, right? Data will be segregated into different clusters depend upon the data type. Okay, hierarchical clustering, k-means clustering, and so on. How clustering works is, right, if there is data pattern, these are datas. Okay, these are data patterns. Our data set is plotted in this way, so the data pattern is in this way. Okay, in this k-means clustering, right, k-means clustering works in this data pattern. It will form distinct clusters, okay, depending upon the data distribution on the whole. Okay, there are three clusters in this data. In what way it depends and split it, right, depending upon the centroid and number of centroids. Okay, if the centroids in place in this point, right, and depend upon your surrounding, it will take the data and form distinct clusters. It purely depends upon the centroid and the placement of the centroid in the data set, right. There can be many centroids, depends upon the k value. That is a k value, that is called k means clustering. Okay, k means, it's a clustering algorithm. K is called the number of centroids. K is the number of centroids. Okay. Suppose in a data set, right, in an unsupervised learning algorithm, there all will be only x values. There is no y values. At any cost, there is no y values. Everything is x values. We'll play with the help of only the x values alone. The centroids, right? The centroids can be found of like with the help of elbow chart. Okay, the number of centroids can be defined with the help of elbow chart. In a data set, right, there is one column, column 2, column 3, column 4. Okay, each and every column has many values in it, then it has many data on it. Okay, first of all, we'll plot all the data, right. We are plotting in this way. It can be like scattered through, depends upon the data. Okay, as we can see here, there are distinct clusters, but we can't find the distinct clusters right here in this data. The distribution is too large. We'll go for a elbow chart. In the elbow chart, right, there will be a sudden steep fall a point at the point. That point is taken as the k value, 2, 3, 4. At the point of 4, there is a sudden steep drop, right, that is called the 4. K value is 4, so number of centroids will be 4 automatically. So in this data can be divided into 4 distinct clusters. Okay, a center point data will be, it's a rough diagram. So centroids will be in this place, another centroid will be here, and another centroid will be in this place. With the help of elbow chart, we will be defining the number of centroids, that is the k values. Okay, with the help of centroids, we will find different clusters. K means clustering works in this way. First of all, depending upon the data, we'll take the k value, that is centroids, with the help of elbow chart. After the elbow chart, we'll take the centroid value, we'll apply to the data, so that different clusters will be formed automatically. The centroids will be replacing automatically. First of all, centroid will be in the different data. It will be here. After some time, depends upon the iteration, it will keep on moving. So that the centroid finds a specific and a good place and a good fit for the data. The centroids will be keep on rearranging. At a certain point, the centroid will find their better position and the suitable position of it, so that all the four different clusters are formed depending upon centroid. Okay, these four centroid will be the center, so that it covers all the data points, and there are four different clusters for this example. For each and every step, the centroids will be keep on changing their position until it finds a better position. Okay, so that it clusters all the data points available in the data. Now it is found like four different clusters. Okay, the centroids keep on replacing. This is a k-means clustering simple way. How k-means clustering works and how to apply on it. Okay. Unsupervised learning is that when shall we go over unsupervised learning? When the data set is not labeled. Is that suppose there is one column, that label of the column is 1. There is another column 2. In column 1 there are data and column 2 there are data. There is one more column, but there is no label, but there is data in it. Okay, this is an unlabeled data set. One column header is not found. Okay, we don't know what is the column, which is the dependent variable, which is the independent variable, which is the y value, what is the x value, we can't find out. So at this point, what we'll do, right, we go for unsupervised learning algorithm or unsupervised learning process. We'll take all the values as x, and we are not going to predict anything. We'll be forming with the help of association or something or clustering, we'll come to an outcome. Okay, with the help of clustering, we'll cluster into different groups depending upon the data. Group A, Group B, Group C. The group A will be from 1 to 20. This cluster can be 1 from 1 to 20. This can be 20 to 30, and this can be from 30 to 40. Some other data point is popping into, right? We'll find the cluster and we'll attach to this cluster. So we'll come to a conclusion this is belonging to this cluster. When data set is unlabeled, we'll go for unsupervised learning. Okay. Label in the sense header is not available, we'll go for unsupervised learning. Okay. Today we saw unsupervised learning algorithm, k-means clustering, a clustering algorithm. Okay. This is algorithm side. Next video we will be seeing k-means clustering, how to code in Python with the help of scikit-learn. Until then, it's me Vignesh here. Thank you.